Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today I'll be bringing you a battle between myself and the Gobbo King. So this is a friendly match we had. He's going to be playing Greenskins in the upcoming tournament, and he wanted to test out a build against some Wood Elves, so I'm going to help him out here. So, I of course am the Wood Elves, and I have brought a lady on a dragon here. I've got 4 Eternal Guard with shields, a Wildwood Rangers, Spellsinger of Life, and she's got Earthblood and Regrowth. I've also got 1 War Dancer with Azhag Spear, 1 Glade Rider with Headbang Tip, and 1 regular Glade Rider. I've also got 2 Wild Riders. And over here, I've also got 1 group of Weight Watchers. Alright, now Gobbo's going a bit crazy here. He's got a lot of stuff. So over here, he's got the Death Creepers, Goblin Wolf Rider Archers, Goblin Wolf Riders, Forest Goblin Spider Riders. He's got the Night Goblins over here. This is a regiment right now. It's not showing me which one they are, but they are not. They are the Unbreakable one. He's also got 2 Goblins in the front. He's got a main line of Orc Biggins and 2 Orc Biggins and 1 Black Orc. He's got a Doom Diver to force me to approach. He's also got Azhag the Slaughter up in the air with Spirit Leech and Fate of Bina, I'm assuming that is. And he's also got a Goblin Firing Squad of the Rusty Arrows and some Goblin Archers. And over here, he's got a lot more units. The Warlord's Boys, more Forest Goblin Spider Archers, Morgub's Mangy Marauders, another pair of Goblin Wolf Riders and Forest Goblin Spider Riders, and yet another Goblin Wolf Riders. So this is all about shutting down all that range power that the Wood Elves can bring. Thankfully for me, I did not bring too much ranged, and most of the range that I do have is very mobile. So let's get into it. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna be looking around, and I'm like, holy cow, it's a lot going on here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start skirmishing with these guys because I have superior range, and there is a lot of guys to poke down over the course of this match. So might as well get started now. So these goblins are going to get revealed to me pretty soon here, and I'm going to pull back. Then I notice he actually has a Doom Diver, so then I'm like, well, now I got to advance as well. So he is really putting on the pressure. That's what this build is all about, just putting a ton of pressure on your enemy. So I see these Night Goblins over here approaching, so I'm just going to pull back over here, and I'm going to try to keep my Wild Riders in the back here to protect my Way Watchers. And I brought these guys to hopefully poke down Azhag or Black Orcs, of course, which are what the Wildwood Rangers are here for too. Alright, so I'm just going to be advancing here. He's going to be pulling back some to delay the engagement so we can get some more skirmish off. And you can see I'm not bothering trying to chase these guys off, because if I have these guys go chase these guys off, that's just going to make me overextend, and he's going to have openings to send his Goblin Wolf Riders in. Alright, so we're just going to be moving up here. Going to be throwing some arrows of Kurnus at Azhag's way, but as you can see, it doesn't really do much. My Glade Riders are on fire at will, and unfortunately they are firing at these goblins who do have silver shields and are only 300 and are pretty much useless, so kind of a waste. I think I am going to retarget them soon. So as you can see, Gobbo is just putting on the pressure back here, and I thought I saw an opportunity to charge over here, and as soon as I think I have the opportunity, he comes in with some Goblin Wolf Riders. And as soon as I charge those guys, he rear charges with some Goblin Wolf Riders, Goblin Spider Riders. But I'm going to send this Glade Lord over here to scare these off, because I feel as though her terror is going to be very useful in getting these low tier units off the field. As you see, they did really good damage against those Way Watchers. So the front lines have engaged here. These Eternal Guards will destroy the goblins, and we'll be able to hold up these Orc Biggins and Black Orcs for a very long time. As you can see, these Wildwood Rangers are actually doing really bad. I'm surprised about that. So he's just coming in here. There's just so much pressure. I don't have enough to defend a back line this large, so I just have my Wild Riders going all around. I've got my Azhag Spear going around, just trying to get on all these Goblin Wolf Riders. The only redeeming part about this is, for me, is that these guys rout very easily and take a lot of damage from Wild Riders on the charge. I'm also popping heals on both my Wild Riders to try to keep them in good health. And I'm trying to get these guys in the back line. So I have these guys both grouped together, but these guys get stuck up on these goblins, and since I'm pulling them through, they're just getting destroyed. So I'm just going to keep passing these guys aggressively to get away from Azhag over here. I also have my Way Watchers target him as well. So we are breaking through right here. These Eternal Guards are of course beating these goblins. And I'm just getting these Wild Riders to try to intercept wherever I can, try to keep my Way Watchers safe. As you can see, they are doing a lot of damage, and I have been able to keep my Way Watchers safe from many other charges. So I come and do a charge on the center here, after some Horse Goblin Spider Riders charge, and we do break the center here, so that is very good for me. So I'm going to get these guys immediately on these Rusty Arrows. No, it looks like it's in my Blade Lord, and also a good choice, as long as I can keep those guys from firing, because they can do a lot of damage. So he's trying to overextend my War Dances here, so I'm just going to pull him back. The worst thing I can do is overextend at this point. So I see his front line is breaking, so I'm going to try to go ahead and finish it off with a rear charge over here. But I don't think these Orc Biggins are going to break. And I still have the Way Watcher shooting at Azhag, but they are not doing very much damage now. So that was a pretty good volley, but they haven't been doing great. As you can see, he's just whittling down all my units with all the Goblin Wolf Riders and Spider Riders, both Archer and Melee variants, just running in, getting good hits, and he's just been shooting at these Wild Riders the entire game, and with every volley he's taking out one or two, so it's adding up. But if I chase after these guys, all it's gonna do is get them overextended. So I see as I come in here, I was like, I'm gonna charge him. But then I remember I have the Praeth Anathorama and a Dragon Breath, so let's get a little bit of that action in here. I'm gonna be running away from these guys, and I'm gonna make sure these guys don't get back on the Doom Diver catapult. So that'd be very bad for me. So I'm just gonna try to ward these guys off. And this one Goblin Wolf Rider came in here and is routing this Wild Rider, which is pretty funny. And as you can see, we caught Azhag, which was his big mistake here. But yeah. Balance of power is still pretty even, slightly on my side, but he still has a lot of harass back here. They are getting pretty low on ammo though, so I have my Wild Riders retreat over here, which is very bad for me, and I'm going to do a charge into these Night Goblins. They are unbreakable though, so it's going to be very annoying. These Goblins almost get on my Way Watchers, but I do see it in time and get my Wild Riders to intercept, and they're just going to break here. And the terror of the Blade Lord on the Dragon is extremely useful here. So he mismicros these guys. I am able to get a charge on them, though it wasn't a very good charge at all. And honestly, these guys are in a bad place. They're being poisoned, and these Night Goblins are gonna beat them up in sustained combat, especially when they're so low. So I do finally get these Wild Riders did come back, and I do finally notice them. So I'm gonna bring them back in here and try to get a rear charge on these Forest Goblin Spider Riders. I don't think Gobbo likes to use skirmish, which I don't blame him. Skirmish only works like half the time anyway. But I'm going to send these Wild Rangers and Eternal Guards with Shields after these Orc Biggins, and I'm going to try to get a Dragon Breath on these guys. So, at first, my Blade Lord, she just sits there. So I have to give the order again. Sometimes it does stuff like that. Quite strange. And it just decimates them. And now I'm going to go in for the kill. And I think it's going to start a mass rout on the Goblin side. Their leadership is going very low now. Yes, yes, devour those goblins. Oh, look at that. Amazing. So pretty much now all he has is his skirmishers. We got the Death Creepers over here. Still got some ammo left. They're shooting at my Blade Riders, which have long since lost their ammo, as well as my Way Watchers, who have also long since lost their ammo. And then the leadership's gonna kick in, and the Greenskins are gonna rout. Well, they don't rout. These guys are unbreakable, actually. Gobbo concedes. So, noteworthy to say, me and Gobbo did another match after this game, and he just kicked my ass with a similar build, except he brought Goblin Wolf Chariots, and I brought a different build as well, but yeah, it was a good game. It was really hectic, and he's gonna be using something like this if he has to. He was testing builds for going up against Wood Elf kitey builds, so like a bunch of, what are those guys called that can stalk and shoot while moving? Not the Way Watchers, but the not the Wildwood Rangers. Well, I forget what they called. They cost 700 anyway. And he was having a lot of troubles with those builds, but I don't really know how to play Wood Elves that much because I don't play them. So this is my answer to the Greenskins over here. And if I had to do it again, I think I'd probably cut these Wildwood Rangers. I mean, look at them. They did just as well as the Eternal Guard. And the Way Watchers, too, were did not pull their weight. Probably would have gone with a another Wild Rider, and maybe another Blade Rider, because the Greenskins can have a lot of backline harass, and keeping your archers mobile and away from like melee units is really helpful. Because I mean, look, these guys did more damage than these guys. But yeah, my Lady did absolutely great. The Eternal Guard were able to hold forever. Azhag Spirit did pretty good too, and Wild Riders MVPs for sure. On his side, so all these guys are super cheap, so the fact that they didn't get that many kills doesn't really matter. In fact, everything in his army, except, I mean, cheap I would say is like 600 and less, so most of his army is really cheap, and that's why he's got 20 units here. So a really good game to Gobbo King. I very much enjoy playing him. We've been playing a lot against each other lately, training for this tournament, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, this is JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.